What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So in this video, we're going to talk about AMC. We're going to break down the stock. We're going to break down the movement in that position, the highs, the lows. We're going to look at the chart exchange data, the Ortex data. We're going to go into an article. So we're going to go through a couple of things, mainly a lot of the stuff that we typically go through, and just break down what did happen today and my overall thoughts on what's happening here. Right? You're going to get that throughout the video. Now, just to start, to let you guys know, I'm not in the best mood. No, I'm not at all. Even though I see a decrease in the markets, I'm not really in the best mood. And the reason is just because I don't like what's going on with AMC and GME and some other positions as well. How often they're being shorted, and what's happening with the position, right? We're holding 80%, and I talked about this in my live stream. We should see a massive gain in the amount in the price because of the fact that we're holding so much of the float versus what's actually out there. And the fact that they're shorting this thing so much just makes no sense to me, right? So I went through my the short data, the short volume data in a YouTube short video recently, and it just depresses. It's depressing, right? Because as you see 50%, 60%, whatever that number is, it's just really, really depressing, to tell you the truth. We know the end goal of this, but as of right now, it's not looking great for a lot of people that may think, oh, well, you know what? I don't know what's happening with AMC. Everybody said it was going to take off and it's not doing anything. And then those people maybe make a move. But I've seen a couple of messages come across, and I read a lot of my comments, came across, it was like, I'm waiting for it to get back to my break even, and then I'm out of here. I'm tired of bag holding. I'm waiting for it to get to this point. I'm tired of bag holding. And I don't want to see that. I mean, you could do whatever you want with your money. I'm all for it. Whatever's right for your money, do right by it. But I just don't like the fact that they know that there's so many people, and with time, everybody's going to think differently. Everybody thinks individually, and that's what's very scary to me. If everybody's thinking individually. So obviously, I don't want everybody to just have a unibrain and think the same way. But anyways, let's get into the detail here. First, we're going to start with an article. Now, this article was something that just was pretty interesting to me, right? Talking about meme stocks, crypto, talking about AMC and GME leading the slump and how everything is sinking, everything is dying basically. They always go above and beyond with these titles, and I understand doing that because YouTube's all about clicking the title and clicking the thumbnail and all that other stuff. However, the different things that they put within the article make no sense to me at all, right? That's not to clickbait anybody into there, but to say these things and actually have speculation behind it rather than any type of real information is just crazy. It's kind of beyond me. So you look at this first sentence: meme stocks and inside joke cryptocurrency sank on Wednesday as traders fled speculative assets following the release of the Federal Reserve December policy meeting minutes, right? Just understanding this portion of it, right? Inside joke cryptocurrencies. Inside joke cryptocurrencies. You're calling Shiba Inu and Dogecoin an inside joke cryptocurrency, basically saying that they are not anything, right? They're beneath every other cryptocurrency that's there. They're beneath, anything, right? It's not just the big currencies that they have, not just Bitcoin, Ethereum, not just those. You're talking about everything else that's out there. And just to say something like that is just stupid. And I didn't want to read the rest of this article after I did see that. But to say that, AMC and GME and cryptocurrencies are really leading the way in the loss is crazy, because there are other things out there that have dropped a lot more percentage wise and dollar wise. And it's not something to where you can say that they're actually leading the way. So to throw out that speculation is just crazy. But I did want to go down here, and I saw this, where's it at? I saw a comment on here somewhere talking about the fact that, why don't you actually do some research? Yeah, why don't you actually do some research as to why the price dropped on GME rather than speculating that people were spooked and sold off. That's one thing that you took from the article that anybody would take from the article. This is not really a long article, and it talks about the fact that traders were spooked, and that's why people fell out. That's why people ended up getting out of the position, because they were spooked. I mean, I wasn't spooked. I'm a little upset with all of the things that they're doing, but I'm not upset with the performance. The performance of AMC is the performance of AMC, and it should be a certain way. However, the hedge funds see it in a different light, and they're like, you know what? I don't want it to go this way. So they end up manipulating the whole entire thing and start to short this thing. We can't do anything more than just buy what we're buying, right? We buy and hold and we have 80%. What else can we do? Hold 100%? They're still going to be able to do what they're doing no matter what we actually hold. And again, it's crazy. So I just wanted to throw that article out there because it's not something that you really need to take as any type of factual evidence or against AMC or GME or just take in at all, really. But I just look at it and I just have to laugh because there's always these articles that come out talking about, the fact that AMC and GME are leading the way on one day or the other, but it's mainly about the popularity. It's all about getting clicks and having something that's relevant within the actual text. But let's go ahead and look at the Ortex data. We're currently at 17%. 17.25%, which is 88 million shorted shares, 88.5 million. We did see a decrease in the short interest change to where the borrowed shares were about 1.8 million and return shares were 2.5. You do see shares on loan at 103 million and utilization is up at the level of 76, right? And as I look at this data, I mean, I don't really want to explain it anymore. I do look at the data, but I take this all with a grain of salt because the amount that they're shorting it based on the chart exchange data, looking at 57% or 58% over the last day, 60% on some of these days, is just, it's not good, right? It's not the best situation, but we know what the end goal will be. And as this continues on this route, the end goal will be a lot stronger. And I said this in my live stream, is that if we look at something like Amazon, right? Amazon has about the same float, right? About 500 million shares, right? Give or take, a few million, a few tens of million or so, right? You can see that Amazon is not 80% held, right? People are not holding 80% of that actual position, right? They're holding a lot of it because it is at a high price. People believe in it. The income statements, their financial statements look great, right? That's a given. They don't have any short interest. That's what we should be expecting. So if we're comparing the two, and I know it's hard to compare AMC to Amazon because they're in different sectors, and they also just, I don't know, they're just different industries. So when you look at AMC and you have 80% of the float that's out there, 80% of the float that we're holding and 20% that's just left out there to do whatever they want with, no matter what people do with it, we still have 80%. That should factor in, if we had no short interest, that should factor into the fact that we should see a skyrocketing position. We should see a position that holds in those levels of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, like Amazon actually is, no matter if we're looking at fundamentals or not, right? We're not looking at fundamentals. We're looking at supply and demand. Based on supply and demand, they should be basically at the same level, if not more on the AMC side than on the Amazon side. So I'm just trying to compare some things and actually get some numbers on supply and demand, because that's what the markets are all about. People buy into the position based on the fact that the company is legitimate and makes money, all of that stuff. You think of it the same way as cryptocurrency, except without a business, right? Without a financial statement. What are people doing? They're getting into that coin because they back that coin, and they also want to see it grow. More likely they want to see it grow than they care about backing the coin, right? So ultimately, when I think about this situation, we should be up in the thousands right now without factoring in the short interest and them covering their shares. However, if they cover their shares, we should see this a lot higher than what we can expect Amazon to even be at. So to say this can't get to $5,000, I think is ridiculous. I think it definitely can. It just matters on what we do as people, what we do as holders, as retail traders, what we decide to do with our shares. If we have everybody that says, I can't handle this position anymore, I'm done with this position, do with your position whatever you want to do. But if we have a bunch of people do that, then that's where the position starts to fall off and it starts to fall back into their hands, right? Instead of us owning it, they end up owning 60% and we own 40, and then it just dies down a little bit more. So I don't want that to happen. I want it to continue and make some moves there. So this has already been a 10-minute video. I'm sorry about this, guys. We haven't even gotten into what the actual stock did. So maybe I'll put a timestamp down below if I do remember. But you can see here that AMC in the after hours market is now up 3.4%, up to $23. This is what I'm talking about. How fast this can actually move based on just a small glimpse, right? We're looking through the peephole here, right, of where this can actually go. And we're seeing that long road, that long windy road to where we're going to see this thing absolutely skyrocket. And when I look at this as a whole, and I have my 900 shares, where is this going to go as I look at all the different information in front of me? I mean, I see nothing but, positivity from here on out, right? Yes, you're going to have probably pullbacks at certain levels because they can't take it. They're going to have to short this thing as much as they possibly can because they can't take what's going to happen. The amount that this is going to actually get to 100. No, that's not even close to the floor, right? I think the floor should be where Amazon's price actually is. And I understand I've given a floor of about $1,000 to $2,000. I mean, it's so unknown right now because there's so many variables. But if we look at what did happen today, we did see a decrease down to about $20. And I said yesterday that 19 was coming because of the level that we did see here with the 200 EMA. But now the 200 EMA is currently at that level of 1862 for today. And I was expecting it to come down close to that level and maybe resist close because we did end up getting to 2080 before. It resisted a couple of days ago. It bounced off of 2080 and now it's at 2080 again. So that seems to be a very hard support level to see that bounce off of. And now in the after hours market, we're actually seeing a decent size increase. If we look at the day, we had a dip right in the morning all the way down to that 2080 mark before increasing all the way up to about 2378. And currently it's at 2340. So what I want to see is it break that level, get way above that level, break up here, break the level of 2350, get up to 25, 26, 27, just actually make some really, really positive moves in the after hours market. One of these days, I'm telling you, it's going to happen one of these days. And you're not going to be prepared for it. I'm not going to be prepared for it. The hedge funds are not going to be prepared for it. And it's just going to be moves based on the fact that they're not shorting as much as they were shorting, right? When we see them drop this short interest, the amount of shorted shares that's going through to 30%, 40%, we're going to see this actually make a positive move. And we're seeing it break out right now, actually break that level and make some really, really good positive moves after consolidation. This is a clear bull flag scenario right now, actually creating the pole, the flag, and having a little bit of a breakout here. So let's see what this can actually get to. And it's still running, right? 2378 was the mark that you want to be able to break. I believe that was the high in the day. The high 2377. So it breaks 2377. That's golden, right? We're very close. So it is looking like it's starting to resist. There we go. It broke 2377 just slightly. And let's just see if we can see a constant push up. We are pulling far away from the 200 or the 15 moving average. But anyways, we'll see how this all goes. We have one more day to end this week. And hopefully we can see some really, really positive moves rather than all these negative moves. And we could see this skyrocket up to levels that we really want it to go to, getting up to 30, 40, 50, $100 would be clutch right now. But yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. I'm sorry for the long video and only having technical analysis at the end of it. And remember, technical analysis really doesn't matter. So I would imagine you want to just hear my opinions on things and what I believe will happen. But let me know what you think about this overall video, the structure of this video. If you actually watch to the end, let me know. I don't know. Let me know your favorite brand of water down in the comment section if you watch till the end. But I'm gonna get out of here and I'll catch you guys in the next video.